So, I quit my job from one of the most prestigious firms in Korea called PwC, or 3일 회계법인 in Korean. So, it's an accounting firm, but I was a consultant within PwC. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I started content creation actually this January of 2025. Actually started content creation, right? How did I start content creation? So many people ask me, right? I uploaded this one video of me getting pet. It's right here.
Oh, so cute. Can I pet?
Yeah. Yeah, so this hit 70 million views. But did you know that views doesn't necessarily equal to follows? So what I did right after this video went viral, I immediately started posting every single day. I came up with different ideas every single day, and I just started posting every single day. I was lucky that I was, the algorithm kind of loved me, so every single video went viral. Like, I started hitting millions of views on every single video, which is insane to me. It's kind of crazy. And back then, I was still, working full-time as a consultant at PwC, which is insane to me too, because we would usually get off work at like 10 p.m., right? That's the average, because we would sometimes get off work in the AMs, like 2 a.m., 1 a.m. During season, it's like worse. So how did I do it? So I'll give you a quick brief of my daily schedule. I would go to work at 9, I would get off work at 10 p.m., and I would look at the clock and I'm like, wait, I still have 2 hours until midnight. Oh my god, that's so much time. I live really close to my work. That's why there's not a lot of transportation time. So right after I get off work, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym. So I go to the gym for an hour and then it's gonna be 11, right? At 11, I start taking content for an hour. I take content and edit at the same time. That takes around like an hour to an hour and 10 to 20 minutes. YouTube usually takes a lot longer. It usually takes hours and hours of editing. So everything combined, I would sleep around like 3 to 4 a.m. in the morning, and then I would go back to work at 9 a.m. What really worked for me here is that I didn't really have that much transportation time from my house to work. It, took me less than 15 minutes to get to work and back from work. I always tell people this, but transportation time is literally a waste of time. You could literally take that time and invest it in doing something else, doing another business, right? Imagine you have 1 hour to 2 hour commute time. You're wasting so much time. Like, that all adds up in a year. It all adds up. Just doing something more productive than just sitting on a bus or like driving. So that really, really worked out for me. While doing my 9 to 10 full-time job, I actually did 5 different platforms at the same time: Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Xiaohongshu, which is Red Note, which is like a Chinese social media app. I actually hit 1 million followers within 3 to 4 months across all platforms. A lot of people that I met in the US were like, why aren't you leaving your job? You're still working? Like, that's insane. But in Korea, that's not normal. Like, even if my social media was doing so well, you wouldn't just walk away from such a prestigious, stable job like that. That's why it was really hard for me to just walk away from. It's also because I'm Asian, and the traditions of like Asian culture, you don't usually just like walk away from a normal, stable job like that. And my job was actually like pretty nice. Like, it paid well. I'm a consultant, pretty prestigious. So for 6 months, that was on my mind the whole time. I was like, oh my god, when do I quit? When do I quit? As soon as my social media started growing bigger and bigger, I was just like, oh, I want to put more effort into social media, but I couldn't do that if I didn't compensate my full-time job. What's really funny is that I told them I was gonna quit during my performance review, like during my yearly performance evaluation. I didn't tell them I was gonna quit until I heard everything they had to say about me. And to my surprise, actually not to my surprise, I knew. They actually really liked my work, and I got a very, very positive review. So I was really happy about that, but then I dropped the bomb. I was like, I'm quitting actually. Yeah. So here I am. But you know what's insane? I slept 4 hours every single day for 6 months. Can you believe that? Honestly, if you want to pursue like content creation, or if you want to pursue a side hustle or like a different business, and you still have a full-time job, you have no excuses, bro. You have absolutely zero excuses, because I did it. I did it with a full-time job in consulting. That's not an easy job. No sleep, no shortcuts, and no excuses, all right? I'm here to help you out. I'm here to tell you that you could do whatever you want in life, but you just need the discipline and you just need to tell yourself that you can do it, and you have to motivate yourself. You have to keep going. Bro, I'm like a small little girl that weighs only like 55 kilos, 53 now because I lost weight because I'm so busy these days. But anyways, like, bro, if I can go 6 months without sleep and just like do my full-time job and content creation on 5 different platforms, you can do something too. You can pursue your dream and your stuff because like, I'm the living proof, right? But trust me, I wasn't always like this. Wait, I'm kind of getting hungry. Let me go get some food. I need some food. I know it's kind of empty because there's like nothing in here, but maybe I'll have some, ooh, chocolate soy milk with 12 grams of protein. Ooh, another chicken breast, 14 grams of protein. Not bad. I do have a lot of frozen meals, like meal preps and a bunch of ice cream. I think I'm gonna have a burrito. This is also a protein burrito with 22 grams of protein. This is 300 calories. In total, we have 48 grams of protein and I don't know how many calories. 50 seconds in the microwave. Oh, it smells so good. Ooh, garlicky, super garlicky. It says it has 0 sugar. Wow, nice. These days, all these 0 sugar, it's everywhere. I don't like sugar so much. That's a lie. I love sugar. I finished microwaving them and this, I just need to shake it. So, as I was saying, I wasn't always like this. I used to be such a quitter. Like, I quit everything. I tried learning my piano. I quit my piano. Like, I learned it for like, what? I don't even know. The thing is, I always quit. And to the point where my brother would always tell me, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing so many different things, but why are you quitting everything so easily and so fast? And he probably doesn't know this, but that kind of changed my brain chemistry. Since maybe 4 years ago, when I started like my internship, it was so hard when I did my intern in BCG, Boston Consulting. It was so freaking hard. Like, I would go home at 4 a.m. in the morning and we would go to work at 9 a.m. and I was still an intern. I was still an intern back then. I was still a college student back then, and you know how hard it is for college students to do that, right? It's the time of our life. We're supposed to play, have fun, but no, I'm out there with a ton of work that's still waiting for me at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? I still did not quit. Like, I hated that about myself. Quitting. So I made a promise to myself, if I commit, I'm not gonna quit until I've seen it through. That's what I tell myself every single day. But I didn't want to become those people that say to themselves, oh, I'm going to do it once I quit. I'm going to do this, well, things will be better if I leave my job. I can put more time in if I leave my job. Like, no, I didn't want to be one of those people. So I promised myself, I'm like, I'm going to commit to content creation while doing my full-time job. I still put my utmost effort into my full-time job. A lot of people at work asked me how I was doing it. I mean, I have my yearly evaluation to prove it, you know? Because if you can't do something now with your current situation, your current hardships, your lack of time, you probably won't do it or wouldn't be able to be consistent in the future. But if you can build something while your hands are tied, while you're overworked and under-rested, stressed, then when you're free, you're gonna freaking fly. When I used to work at PwC doing my content creation, it felt like I was literally running with a boulder tied to my ankles, you know? And as soon as I quit my job, I freaking like put so much time and effort into making this brand for myself, doing this content creation thing, and it worked so much well for me. My content creation became much bigger than my full-time job, and that's why I quit. I didn't quit to escape anything. I quit because I proved to myself I could carry both at the same time. My full-time job and content creation. I still remember I went to Manila for 12 hours on the weekend because I had to get back to work on Sunday. This is kind of cringy, but it really sums up what I really want to tell you guys. When you've been training in the storm, as the sky's clear, you will be unstoppable. And if you're watching this video thinking, oh, I'm gonna start after I quit. Oh, I'm gonna start like after this is done, this, that. Start tired, start unsure, start broke. I literally asked everyone around me, should I quit my job? And I asked my friends in Korea if I should quit my job and pursue content creation full-time. But to your surprise, every single person said you shouldn't quit your job because you have such a good, stable, prestigious job. Why would you want to quit and pursue content creation full time? You get paid through content creation? Like where is content creation gonna take you? I don't blame them. This is so normal. If someone came up to me and asked me the same exact question, I'm gonna give them the same exact answer. I'm gonna tell them, don't quit your job, because I don't know much about content creation. I didn't. There's so much uncertainty. Why would you leave such a stable job and go pursue the uncertain? But that's Asians. I like that about us because it gives us such a stable environment. A lot of us are content with what we have. We don't like taking risks like that. And it's fine. No one's forcing us to. It's a tofu burrito, by the way. But what was crazy to me is when I went to the US and I met friends there, every single person there told me to quit. Oh, why aren't you quitting? Like, why aren't you? You should have quit like months ago. If I were you, I would have quit months ago. The mentality difference is insane. I really couldn't fathom it. The difference in culture, the difference in mindset was so interesting to me. It was really, really interesting. There's pros and cons to both, obviously. I'm not saying either is right. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Also, there is no right or wrong. It's good though. That really opened my eyes on who to take advice from. Usually if you ask people for advice, don't take every single advice people are giving you. Like, I'm very, very thankful for every single advice that every person has given me. I don't have to take every advice and put that into use for myself. There is a time and place for everything. If that advice doesn't fit me, then you shouldn't take it. You wouldn't take advice from an accountant on construction. You would go to a construction company and take advice from them. Well, it's the same concept. Why would you go to a financial analyst for an issue with your toilet? You would go to the plumber. I mean, this is an extreme analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. You know, I get so many DMs asking me how I pursued 5 different platforms while having a full-time job. I'm not kidding. Just do it. The message of this video is basically just do it. You can do it. But I would say out of everything, 2 most important elements is discipline and efficiency. Efficiency will help you a lot. Being efficient, using your time wisely and using your time efficiently is so, so important. I cannot emphasize it more. Time is the most valuable thing in the world. So many billionaires and like old people out there always say that. Time is so important. I hate wasting my time. I hate people that waste my time. I also get this question a lot. Do you ever burn out? No, I don't. I feed off of high stress environments. I know, so toxic, right? Why? That's why I pursued my job in consulting. The best choice I ever made after graduating from college is pursuing my career in consulting. I think my threshold for a burnout is kind of high. I wouldn't say I would burn out easily. I have a pretty healthy and strong mental state. Like bullies online, that doesn't really scare me because I've been bullied before for 2 years straight in middle school. I was also a chubby kid. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? Or whatever negativity is thrown at me, it could never be worse than a kid being in middle school, being bullied by her whole grade for absolutely 2 years straight, right? I can smile and laugh about it now, but back then it wasn't easy. It was pretty hard. It was a harsh life. My coping mechanism is also humor. So, works out for me. I'm a pretty funny gal. Thank you so much for watching and follow me on my other socials. I also do live stream on Twitch. So please follow me, watch me, whatever. I love you so much for watching this video. I know you can do it. I will always be there for you, okay? I also have a single coming out soon, so be sure to tune in on that. It's a breakup song. Who knows? If you need one, come find me, all right? I'll release it on my YouTube, so don't forget to subscribe. You don't know when it's gonna come out. I swear it's gonna be good. It's that time of the year too, you know? It's the breakup time of the year. You know that, right?